Hello pool players, I want to talk to you about pool shafts and what happened to me recently within the last few weeks. What you see here, this black shaft, is a Jacobe V4 carbon fiber. Now many of you that have watched my channel for many years now, 5 years actually, tomorrow is when I started, by the way. That's when I started learning this game. This is the shaft of choice for me. This is a Predator Z3 maple shaft. It happens to be, they are 11.8 in diameter, small shaft, love it. Been playing with it so long, about 9,000 hours I figure with this shaft alone. I'm coming up on 12,000 hours total in those 5 years since I started playing this game. I'm kind of a geek and I kind of keep track of my time. I play every day, many of you know, 6 hours, maybe 7, 3 in the morning, 3 at night, maybe longer. And in that math, that's how I calculate my time. But let me tell you what happened to me here recently. And I'm also going to talk about cue shafts. And for those of you who are bouncing back and forth, trying to figure out what cue to use, I want to cover something with you. I think it's going to be very helpful. So now let's talk about this. Now, like I said, I've been shooting with this shaft for a long time. About 6 months after I started playing, a good player that was helping me with my game at the time recommended that I go with this shaft over the one I had here when I started, and this is a Gator, a Champion Gator, and it happens to have an 1175 shaft on it. A cheap cue, $110, solid maple, there's no cut pieces or anything like that. It's a lower quality cue, but it works pretty well. It shoots really well. I recommend it actually for someone that's starting out on a low budget. But I wanted to get something a little nicer, and he recommended a Z-Series shaft by Predator. And I'm so glad he did, because I cut my teeth on this, really. And I love it. It really imparts spin, but most importantly, it is super low deflection. I aim at pretty much what I'm trying to hit. But I wanted to go with a carbon fiber eventually, because I was traveling to leagues and I was seeing people drop their cues, bump the table, and they leave a dent, and they're like, oh no, I hurt my shaft, you know, and I didn't want to have that happen because I'm kind of fussy with my stuff. And I did. I was very protective. I was always careful with not nicking anything. And it hasn't. I've had this butt on this cue is wood, and it's beautiful black finish, and there's no dents, no nothing on it. Same with the shaft, very clean. But I thought, you know, I might want to go with a carbon fiber so I don't have to have that worry. So a long time ago when I made a video on carbon fiber, I had a cue maker make me a carbon fiber shaft. Actually, he bought the blank and he put my tip on it and put the joint that I needed on it. And it was a Prather. And he even warned me, he says, you know, you may not like it because they deflect quite a bit. And he was right, about an inch. So I couldn't aim at what I was trying to hit. I had to aim either, you know, depending on English, either away from the ball or into the ball by as much as an inch to hit the spot on the edge of the ball, let's say, for instance. Not good. I didn't like it. And of course, I abandoned that idea right away. I eventually met some people that had different, some players that had different cues in carbon fiber. One of them happened to be a Revo, and that was an 11.8, which once again, that's 11.8 on this Z3 shaft. So I shot that cue quite a bit, and it had some deflection. Not an inch like the Prather, but there was probably a good 1/4 inch of deflection. Harder you hit it, the worse it was too. I didn't like that. So pretty much gave up on the thought of having carbon fiber. I just resided to just staying with my maple. I was shooting well with it, I was learning the game with it, and I was having great success. Well, then I've had several sparring partners through the years, and one, his name is Gary, and he shoots with a carbon fiber, and I happened to notice it was pretty thin, and I said, what is that? And he says that it's a Jacobe V3 shaft carbon fiber cue. Beautiful little cue. So I said, let me try that. And what I did is I set up an object ball at the first diamond, frozen to the cushion, and I put the cue ball, this is a test that I do a lot with different cues, and I'll put it just past half table along the first diamond line, and I try to hit rail first, not hit the ball, hit rail first with right side spin in this case, so that I can hit the rail and the side spin clips the 9 into the corner. It's a great little test that you can perform to see if your deflection on your cue is different from another, let's say, another shaft. Well, when I shot with Gary's, I made that ball right away. I aimed right where I normally would with my Z3 shaft, and I made the ball. I thought, well, that's odd. I never had a carbon fiber do that. So I shot again, made the ball again. Then it made me really stand up and take notice. This thing isn't deflecting like I thought it would. It's carbon fiber, and from what I've experienced in the past, they typically, deflect. So I said, I'm going to buy one. The next day I got on the phone, I called Seibert's, and the nice thing about it too is that the radial joint that I have on my Predator, that goes right in there. It was an easy idea to just do that, just buy the shaft. Shaft's not cheap. It's like, at that time it was like $450. Now today the V4 is $475. They got a V5 coming out pretty quick. I don't know what that's going to cost. But it looks beautiful too with my Predator Sport 2 butt, black on black. But they didn't have one in stock, so I elected just to not wait. Slept on it. Decided I'm just going to stay with my Z3. I shoot so well with it anyway. Why even worry about it? But then I got on the phone with Jacobe, and I wanted to tell them how impressed I was with that shaft. I had no intentions of working with them or anything like that, but I was just that impressed with the shaft, and I just wanted to tell them. So when I called there, I actually talked to the head of marketing, which happens to be Maggie Jacobe. That's the granddaughter of the founder of the company. And she was very nice. We talked for quite a while, and I told her my story about my sparring partner, him letting me use the shaft and, shooting with it. And I actually shot with it quite a bit. I actually practiced with it when he was working. He left it with me for a full day a couple times. And I couldn't believe I was able to run out, and I had no noticeable difference in my shots. It was so nice. So I really had a go-to shaft that I could either buy in the future or I could recommend to my viewers, you guys, that were thinking of carbon fiber, because I really didn't have faith in them, right? So I wouldn't really even tell anyone about any that I knew of because I just didn't know of any that I liked. But once I found the Jacobe, that was a different story. And I wanted to tell Maggie that. And she was very happy to hear that, of course. It's her company, very proud of her company. And I said, I'm going to do a review on this, and it'll help your company out. I'm going to review my Z3 shaft with the V3, the Z3 to the V3 Jacobe, just to show the comparison of what I found. And I mentioned to her, too, that I knew that they had a V4 out, and she said that it is even better. And I did see their promo video on it, and that's what it did say. They moved an insert inside of the end of the cue, which helps it overall. And guess what? They sent me a shaft for me to do a review on. Didn't have to even buy it. Full disclaimer here, just so that I could test it. And I appreciated that. So I have that now, and I have already shot the video, and I've shot at least 100 shots with the V4 right here, as well as my sparring partner's V3, as well as my Z3. Of course, I've shot this for many, many hours, right? On 3 different shots, and you're going to see an upcoming video of me testing all 3 shafts, and you're going to want to watch that, because if you're even remotely thinking about carbon fiber, you're going to want to pay attention to that video coming up. I figure I'll have it ready. Today is Saturday, tomorrow. I want to put it out on a Sunday. I'm not going to have it ready by tomorrow, so I'm going to wait till next week, Sunday, and try to hit Sunday morning around 10:30, something like that in the morning. And you guys can check it out. And if you have your settings set for notifications, the bell icon, you'll see the video right away. But let me talk about something else, because in all of this that I just explained, one of the things that I was talking to a friend of mine on the east side of my state over by Bay City was the difference of cues. And he said something that was very, I agreed with 100%. He says, it's really not about the shaft and the cue, all of that. It's about the player. He says, every cue is going to be different. And I thought this many, many months ago. As I learned my game, I understood what he was now saying. And that is that you have to learn the capability of the cue, the performance of the cue. I started almost right out of the gate with this Z3. I cut my teeth on this. So I now, with over 9,000 hours on this shaft, I now feel this shaft in the aim point as I'm down on a shot with what I have in memory in my mind. It's just muscle memory. I see the shot, the cut angle, whatever. I know I'm going to add some outside spin or inside spin or draw or follow, and the speed I'm going to hit it. every one of those things factors in how we truly aim that shot. If we're going to be precise with the shot, we have to know how to match up the speed and the spin at the aim point that we're trying to hit. The only way we can know that is if we understand the deflection on our shaft. If you have a shaft like this Z3 that has very, very low deflection, I feel I aim at what I'm trying to hit. Now, if I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Jacobe, it's pretty close, but there is a little bit of difference. So I'll have to adapt my mind to this shaft. I'll have to shoot with this for who knows how long, maybe a month, every day of shooting a month, maybe 2 months, maybe even 3 months. And the reason I say 3 months is because my friend Tony Robles told me about a pool pro that had a shaft that he had just switched over to from his sponsor, and it took him a good 3 months before he felt comfortable and that he could predict the squirt on the ball or the swerve on the ball with whatever English he was applying. Sometimes even a pro has to take a long period of time, and they shoot daily, to really grasp and learn that the capability of that shaft. Okay, so if you're a player that is contemplating switching to any cue, a carbon fiber, a maple, any cue, realize this: you're going to have to stick with it. Do not just get a cue for a week, borrow a cue for a week, and think you're going to learn it. You may not learn it. You may. I won't say it's impossible, but I venture to say it's not going to happen. You've got to put more time into it, more hours on that thing before you fully learn the deflection and how to aim and compensate for that aim point because of that deflection. Now, this is something that you may want to do. This is called the Tunnel Trainer. I have nothing to do with this. This is sold by a guy here in Grand Rapids that I don't really even know very well. I do see that he has this on ETSY.com. I'd never even heard of that, that supplier before, but it's on there if you want to get one. These come in different colors too, by the way. I recommend getting white because you can see it better. Don't get a dark color, get a white color, because what this is for and what I'm using it for is I put it on the spot right here. And in my upcoming video where I'm going to be testing all these shafts, I use this as one of the 3 shots that I shoot, where I put the cue ball down here on the spot and it goes through this opening. I try to shoot it through the opening without hitting that, and that's only 3/30 seconds clearance. And I try to put, because I'm testing deflection, I put pure right spin on it, or even left spin, it doesn't matter. To test deflection, you can go one side only. And I put right spin on the video that you're going to see. And I try to get it to hit this cushion going through there without hitting that, and then coming to this side rail and coming back down table and touching that rail down there. So my speed is the same. I try to get the speed the same with the spin rate being the same and go through that without touching it. And what I do, and I found this right away, my Z3, 9,000 plus hours, I can put that through there and not hit it. Sometimes I hit it, clip it a little bit, but a lot of times it goes through without even hitting. And that's amazing because you're hitting it with a pure side spin. I even had someone say you can't apply side spin and hit a cue ball straight. That's not true. You can. You just got to know how to compensate. But when I threw the Jacobe on there, I was hitting it, consistently hitting it, and I was knocking this to the left just a little bit, meaning that even though I was aiming it at the opening like I would with my Z3, the cue ball was squirting to that direction because I was hitting the cue ball on the right and it was squirting it to the left. So I had to then aim a little bit to the right to get the cue ball to go without hitting. And it was very impressive to me, even though it was happening that it was squirting, that was so minute compared to what I had found with that Prather and that Revo shaft. Those deflected a lot more, but the Jacobe didn't. And when I called Maggie and told her about it, she was very happy to hear that. And I wanted to share that with you. So when you buy a cue, realize that you're going to have to learn the squirt rate, deflection of the shaft. This tool right here will help you learn how much you have to compensate to get a cue ball to go straight with spin, straight to a target. This is your target. If you want it to go through there, you're going to have to aim this in a specific spot. And the more you shoot through it, the better you become at the aim point, and it'll start to train your brain to see how to make the shot when you're applying English. Great little tool. $10, by the way. That's what that thing costs. But I wanted to make this video to talk to you guys that are thinking about switching cues or buying a new cue. Know that you're going to have to learn it. Okay, that's what I want you to take away from this video. But also make sure that you watch for my next upcoming video with the 3 shafts and me doing the comparison. I think you're going to see some really good stuff there. It's going to help you out, especially if you're looking at switching from wood to carbon fiber or vice versa. There's some things you're going to want to know. Now, at this point, if you found this video to be helpful, please do me a favor. We're trying to build this channel. I need your help. Share this video. And that keeps us going because you guys are helping me build this channel. I really rely on you to do that, and it would be greatly appreciated. Also, check out ronthepoolstudent.com, my new website. Very proud of that. Check out our merch. I got this nice hat on there, embroidered hat. This is a flex fit, fitted hat, very high quality. Pick one of those up. I think you're going to really like it. And like I always do on my videos, I want to share with you another very informative tutorial. So watch this one right here. And until next time, like I always say, keep on practicing.